Hey, what is happening, everyone out in the world of YouTube? This is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you a different type of episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we normally give my first reaction, unbox, and give my opinion about all things pop culture, toys, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime, McFarlane figures, sprinkled in with a bunch of other stuff. So if you like that stuff, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. It only helps the channel. We're almost at 1900. Trying to get to that 2,000 before the end of the month, and of course 5,000 by the end of the year, and I think that can be possible with every one of y'all's help. So today as channel, we're doing a little bit different. Yes, I've got things to confess. No, I'm just kidding. It is actually The Good, the Bad, the Awesome's 1 year anniversary, or birthday, or whatever you want to call it. It is our birthday. And so March 8th was actually the day my first video ever came out. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But before we get into that, there's something I want to do, and this is a campaign I want us to have, because I want to get these amazing YouTubers to that 1,000 mark before TFCon in November. And I'm hoping to go to TFCon. I'd love to be able to meet and kind of mingle with all the rest of these beautiful people in the community. And so working on the finances, working on that, trying to see if I can make it happen and make that long 8-hour trek to Baltimore to go see all of you beautiful people, and that will be there, as well as mingle with some of my YouTube friends that I've networked with and kind of made friends with. So but let me get my notes here, because I have the memory of, I have horrible short-term memory. I am so bad I can hide my own Easter eggs. That's how bad it is. So I actually opened my own Christmas presents and was surprised. So there are 3 YouTubers I want to kind of see if we can just kind of put our effort in, tell our friends, tell our family, tell everyone about them, because I believe they need to get to that 1K mark before November, which is when TFCon is. And the first one will be Razzle Kane Reviews. Razzle, give him the old razzle dazzle, or razzle dazzle them. So Razzle Kane Reviews, he is currently sitting at 751 subscribers. Love this brother. I love his style. I love his accent from the Great White North of Canada. So he has that northern accent. I've got that southern accent. So when you put it together, we got a little Midwestern twang in there. So, but Razzle Kane does some really great reviews, gives his honest opinion, does some toy hack stuff, as well as some voice actors that he's been able to interview, which is really cool to listen to and to kind of hear their perspective and things like that. So Razzle Kane Reviews, let's get him to 1K, and I'm going to put a link to every single one of these YouTubers down below, so that way you could share it out, you can make it happen, and that way we can get them to that 1K mark and kind of just celebrate and have some fun with them when they do. The second one is Diecast Norbs Activate, and this is one, he is probably someone who exudes more positivity than me. It's like, rainbows come out of his mind and his mouth, and in those beautiful blue shades that he has, and that amazing hair is great. And he does a great job talking a lot of Hasbro, talking a lot of Transformers, but he is currently sitting at 768 subscribers. These 2 people, I don't know why they're not at 1,000 or at 10,000. They're amazing. They should be. Their content is really great, and I think they should be a lot higher than they are. So let's get him up there. Diecast Norbs Activate. He has a great Facebook page called the Hooligans Hangout, which is really fun to post on and to see that, and to see everyone's love for not just Transformers, but just pop culture in general. And then last but not least is my friend Happy Accident. And so Happy is at 541, but that is no problem for us to get him to 1,000 by November. Probably one of the most creative people I have seen. I love the fact that he's kind of pivoted a little bit in his videos where I can see his face and see who he is and see his personality. I think that's part of what we like to do, is see our personalities and things like that. So let's get Happy there, man. Happy does a lot of great, not just Transformer reviews, but he does Power Rangers, NECA figures, just a bunch of really cool stuff. So all my fellow YouTube friends, all those influencers that are out there, all of you by Facebook, by Instagram, by TikTok, Twitter, whatever, Schwitter, just get the word out and let's get these people 1K before TFCon. And I'll put the date of TFCon right down below so you can see that. And I can't wait. And I hope I get to go, and I hope I get to network with a bunch of people there too as well. So that is it. Those are the 3 YouTubers that I am going to be pushing aggressively till November until they get to that 1K. And I may just highlight one. I may do some interviews with some or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll have some fun together. We'll make it happen. So just taking a pause. So that's all about that. So let's get that out of the way. So taking a pause from my normal unboxing of Transformers and things like that. And I've got a lot of G1 retro stuff to show you all that I have picked up lately that I can't wait to give you all the feels. It seems like y'all really love those, so I can't wait to share that with you. But today, because it is my 1-year birthday of our YouTube channel, actually it was 1 year on March 8th. So about 9 days ago, I was a little late. I was like, I think my 1-year anniversary of this channel is coming up, and I went to look at my first video March 8th, and I was like, I missed it. Just like I missed anniversaries, things like that. You know, that's the way it happens. So what's cool is I started this channel right around my birthday. My birthday is March 19th coming up, so I'm a size 3X or a size G1 Optimus Prime. So anyway, but March 8th, I kind of started my video as like, what is this channel about? And then my very first reaction unboxing video was of Menasor. And it was my Menasor series when I did the Transformer Legacy with the DNA kit. I did the Magic Square, and I did the Tiger Wing Menasor. And don't worry, my 1-year anniversary, we're going to have another Menasor that we're going to do, and that's the DX9. As soon as it gets here, we'll be doing that one too as well. So just to kind of bring it all full circle. But what was interesting about it is because the way I started the channel was because people have been saying, hey, you should open these boxes and you should share it with people and things like that, and share my love and passion, because I'm always talking to people like, oh, look what I got. This is so cool. This is so amazing. And so that's where I started that. And what was interesting is I hadn't transformed a Transformer till that first video with Menasor. And some of y'all are like, blasphemy. No, what I usually did was I would take first of all, I was an in the box collector for a while. I just kept them all in the box, in their packages. I mean, they were all Stinky Pete in my mind from Toy Story 2. They were mint in package. And then my wife's like, well, why are you doing that? And I was like, well, because I like Transformers. And she goes, well, are you ever going to sell them? And I was like, no, maybe, I don't know. And she was like, so why not take them out? So I started taking them out of the box. And when I take them out of the box, I didn't transform them. I just left them in the mode that they were in, whether it was a car or a robot or plane or whatever it was. I just left them in that mode and posed them and said, hey, here they are. And so my very first transformation was the Menasor series. And was it a rude awakening? Because my videos are first reaction videos. And so I don't open anything beforehand. Or rarely do I ever do that. Sometimes with a comparison video or something like that, I may open something early, or something may be open box. Like all my G1 stuff's in plastic bags, so I can see it. It's right there. But most of the time, you are getting my first reaction, all my fumbling around and everything like that too as well. And so, oh man, it was night and day. And I was like, man, these things have gotten more difficult since I first did them as a kid. And I remember filming that first Menasor. Oh golly, I think that first film took 5-6 hours, and that was just me filming it and getting things together and that kind of stuff. And it was just like, oh wow, this is a lot of work, but it was fun work. And it was frustrating at times. I had to get a couple of shots of whiskey to kind of calm my nerves, but it was frustrating at times. But now we're here, and I look back and I'm like, I'm getting better at doing this stuff. I'm getting better at transforming and stuff. So a few things I want to do is I want to take a little retrospective and kind of tell you some things that I've learned. 1 year into YouTube, and some of y'all are just starting. Some of y'all are thinking about starting. You're like, Jimmy, what do I need to do? What is the secret? There is really no secret sauce. The main thing is to be you, right? Me, I'm a goofy 48 I'll be 49 in March 19th. I'm a goofy 49-year-old dad who loves toys, who makes weird jokes and says a lot of "that's what she said," right? So that's me. But you be you. That's what the secret sauce is be passionate. Be you and be very passionate about what you love to do and share that passion. Be like, man, I don't care if you are like lost for words and things like that, because I would rather you be that than to kind of be someone that you shouldn't be. I mean, everyone can spot a fake. They can on that. But anyway, for those of y'all, these are some of my observations from my first year. So hopefully this will help you out. So first of all, people on YouTube are pretty supportive. So one of my first concerns was, I put these videos out there, I'm going to get like all these negative comments and bad comments and people saying you don't know what you're talking about and things like that. And to my surprise, I can count on one hand how many negative comments. Of course, I booted them out. They're not in there. I said, because they held for review, because they started calling me some weird names and talked about my mother, my father, my ethnicity, all that kind of stuff. But I said, you know what? I don't have to put up with that negativity. But mostly people are very supportive. They're like, that's a great video. That's a great review. And if they had something against it, they were very constructive about it. See, that's my thing, is like, if you don't like something or you're of a different opinion, be constructive about it. I remember one of my best relationships right now that's on Facebook, SHFiguarts, shout out to Zainbo. He called me out on something. He said, hey, you did this MHZ versus New Age Grimlock, but you didn't talk about Wheelie. So how am I supposed to know what Wheelie looks like and things like that? And so instead of saying you're an idiot and you're a liar and things like that, he said, hey, you didn't do that. And so I said, you know what? You're right. And so that's where I went back and created that video for that. And he was very appreciative about that. And he's been really, really great ever since. But people calling out and people saying, hey, no, you're wrong. This is how this goes on, or this is how that goes on. And it's helped me learn along the way. When I'm doing first reaction, like I said, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to really play with it. Sometimes I want to go like, hey, was it like a month later when I've had a chance to kind of just really, really let that marinate? But most of the time, it's just like, I will make mistakes. And I tell you what, whenever I do, I thank you for those that give me that constructive criticism. But most of the time, people are very encouraging. Very encouraging, very loving, things like that, and really just love the things that you do, because I think it's a matter of, again, from that first part, if you're yourself, people love that and your passion comes through. And I think what happens is people get a glimpse of when things were great or how things can be great on that. Whether you're doing toy reviews, movie reviews, how-to videos, whatever it may be you on that. So people on YouTube are pretty awesome. Another thing I learned is linear video editing is tough. And some of y'all may be going, Jimmy, why do you do it linear? Because most of the time when you do video editing, you do different things and out of order. So a couple reasons why. So first reaction videos, I have to, right? Nothing's open already. I can't film the ending and I can't film this aspect or this aspect. I have to kind of just go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Hey, here's the box. Here it is out of the box. Cut a hole in the box, and here's the action figure. Here's how it transforms. Here's it in robot mode. Here's all the accessories, and here's my thoughts on it, and so it's all A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And sometimes the tough part is like, since I'm doing it linear, like sometimes when I have a bot that comes out in bot mode, a lot of times I like to end it in bot mode. And so I don't go, hey, here it is in bot mode, then I film the ending, oh, this is this, and this is what I would do. No, I then transform it into alt mode, then I'll have to transform it back into bot mode for my ending. I don't film it out of order. So, and part of that too is just my own brain. My brain is very linear, except for ADD at times. It likes to go other ways. But that's that. So linear video editing is tough. Another thing, don't have toy envy. That's tough when you're a toy tuber, because you're watching everybody and you're like, I need to get that, or I need to have the best, I need to have the latest, because I need to get that out there so I can get the views. Yeah, views are very important. I mean, that's kind of helps the algorithm, is your views. Subscribers are important. Views are extremely important. Your impressions, your clicks per hour, all that kind of stuff. And what you can get caught up in is toy envy, going, I need to get this before anybody else and put it out there before anyone else. And what that will do is put you in a world of hurt and make you spend money that you don't have. So that was something I had to learn really, really quickly, is I can't have toy envy. I mean, you know what? I may not be the first to the party, but I'm going to try to be better dressed. I'm going to try to, be there. And so when people see me there, oh, Jimmy finally showed up. That's what it's going to be like. Instead of like, here he is finally talking about this. But yeah, that's that. Don't have toy envy. So you do the voodoo you do. The other thing, especially for supportive, is the community of YouTubers are amazing. Patriot Prime, Deluxe, Razel Kane, Happy Accident, Diecast, Kato, golly, I could keep going and going and going. Soundwave Guy, Frankenstein. I mean, I can just name them on, and they are all amazing people and very supportive of each other, and very encouraging, and you could really learn a lot, especially from those that have been doing it for a while. The hard part for me is I'm a introvert at heart. Now, introvert doesn't mean that you're not great at talking, because you're like, hey, Jimmy, you're talking to me right now on the camera, right? I did public speaking. I was a minister for about 15 years, so I'm used to talking. But I am still an introvert, which means I am not a kind of person that will get out there and introduce myself or anything like that. So, but the YouTube community is so great and so supportive and things like that. So it's something, in my goals for 2024 is to be a better networker and get out there. So, which is kind of like, because I remember like my first TFCon, and it was funny because when I was on with Patriot Prime, he was like, "You were at TFCon Orlando?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I didn't see you." I was like, "Yeah, I just kind of like hung out in the background because I am not." I'm like, who are these people that would want to talk to me, right? And so I just kind of hung out in the back. But no, I'm going to be a better networker in 2024. So having a regular cadence helps. That's the other thing too. So for me, like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays when I'm trying to do my videos. But if you do it once a week, but make sure it's regular. You don't want to be irregular with it because people just don't know when your videos are on. So have a regular cadence of videos. I think that really helps out. And will really make things better for there. So, and then find your niche or passion. Here's the thing. You need to know why you're doing this, right? My job is to share this passion. Now, there's doing videos to get views or just doing videos. So for example, I do Star Wars videos, but they get hardly any views. I do McFarlane figure videos and they get hardly any views. My videos that get the most views are anime and Transformers. And so part of me is pivoting more towards those, but I'm still doing Star Wars and still doing McFarlane. They just are not as much because I feel maybe the market may be oversaturated with those, and there are some people that do that way better than me. But anime figures, and because anime's gotten big, I'm having a really good time doing those. And then Transformers is always my love. But find your niche, find your passion. Don't go and know your purpose on why you're doing this, because if you're doing it for views, then you're going to be probably doing videos that you don't like to do. Okay, because if you're wanting to do views, then the most viewers may be in a passion that you're not passionate about. But like I said, passion is contagious. I've had many people tell me, it's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but you seem like you enjoy doing it. And so make sure that's the big key there. So find your niche, find your passion, find that, pivot if you need to or anything like that, but don't lose who you are. Don't lose those things, because I'm still going to be a pop culture channel. All my Star Wars fans, don't worry, I'll still have Star Wars videos. All my McFarlane figure fans, I'll still have McFarlane videos. But anime fans and Transformer fans may get a little bit more love from Jimmy G in 2024. So that's it around some retrospective things, and I can go on and on and on and tell you some more stuff, but this video is going really long. So I just want to tell you my goals for this year number 2 with The Good, the Bad, the Awesome. And some of y'all are like, how did you come up with the game The Good, the Bad, the Awesome? Honestly, I was watching The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. My wife's like, what do you want to call your channel? And I was like, the good, the bad, the awesome. And so we kind of went with that, looked up in YouTube, nobody has it. So I was like, cool, we're going to do that. And so my goals for this next year, I want to be at 5K subscribers by the end of 2024. That is a lofty, huge goal. Right now I am close to that 2,000 mark. I'm hoping to get to 2,000 before the end of this month. That would be awesome. Help me get there, please. And that way, then we can move on to the next milestone. But yeah, 5,000 by the end of the year is my goal. So I'll be working some conventions, doing things like that, networking with people, which is again not my strong suit. So that's my second thing: being a better networker, talking to people, getting to know them, and not just to talk to them to build bridges on my end, but to help others too as well, because I love being an encourager. I love encouraging people. Learn Final Cut Pro. That's another goal of mine. So I've been editing all my videos in iMovie. iMovie is my editor of choice, and so that's what I do, and that's what I use. But I'm going to use Final Cut Pro. I've got that program already. It's pretty similar to what I use, but there's a lot of nuances in it that I don't know. So that's what I want to learn this next year. Some of y'all are like, oh, go with CapCut or go with Sony Premiere or whatever. Yeah, I'm an Apple guy. I'm sorry. So Final Cut's the way I'm going to go. Continue to give back to the community is another goal of mine. So I want to continue to be a giver. I want to continue to give back to the community. I want to continue to help. I'd love to this November, really, we did that giveaway, and we started out with like 4 boxes. I'd love to get that to 10 boxes this year. And it'll just be a matter of getting donations, things like that, of toys and stuff like that we can give out to the community and give out to this. And when I say community, this YouTube community, because many of you may be watching these videos and you can't afford Christmas or you can't afford those type of things. And so we want to be able to help out with that. And then finally, refine my craft to be better for you. So again, anytime you have feedback, please give it to me. Give it to me straight, give it to me, let me know, but refine my craft to be better for you. So I know I'm a talker, so I got to refine my words, get them a little bit more refined for y'all, and kind of lower those videos, duration times a little bit, but I'm going to refine my craft so I can be better for you. I mean, there's a lot of other things. Learn the algorithm. The algorithm's a mystery of YouTube. It's like trying to understand my wife. I just apologize and I do what she says. So, but no, I'm just sorry, Penny. I love you. Don't beat me up. But anyway, but the algorithm for YouTube is weird. Like I have one video that's at like 10,000 views, and then I did another one that was similar, and that's at 20. So, but to refine my craft will mean refining all sorts of things. So here's to this next year. Thank you again. Let's celebrate the birthday of the good, the bad, the awesome. Let's see where we go in 2024. Let me know if things you want to see, what you would like to see, what things that I can kind of share with you all. And if y'all ever need anything, just holler. My email, jimmyg@thegoodthebadtheawesome. Be more than glad to give you words of encouragement, whatever you may need, or any of my social medias. You can get there too as well. But y'all are awesome. Y'all rock. Y'all are amazing. I love the fact that y'all watch this. So whether it's 1 viewer or 1,000 viewers or 20,000 viewers, I love the fact that I get to spend this time with y'all. So y'all just remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.